Morning, everyone. Get started here in just a second. I'm going to put my zones on the Russell here. And on the ES. Where's my ES chart? Here it is. All right. Here we go. All right, good morning, everyone. Today's Monday, the 2nd day of February, 2015. On the soybeans, we're starting to pull back right here. We will... this up close right here on soybeans is a long trade, 63.5. 60. Oh, crap. Hang on a second. I've got stuff all over the place here. I can't find my soybean down. Well, anyway, I'm too late on that anyway. It would have been this up close right here. Right here. Okay, but I'm too late on that. 63.5 up to 65.5. That would have been the goal for the day right there. All right. Well, since we didn't get that, let's look at crude oils trading at 49.21. Okay. And gold.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Bert.
What's going on?
Not too much. Not too much. I think the demo's got a delay again.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you'll be getting
regardless
calls.
of things.
Yeah,
Alright.
you'll be getting calls. All right, on the Russell, this right here is not a weekly trading zone. That was from last week, I'm guessing. And on natural gas,
Mike,
Natural
when you get a
gas.
chance, give me some eyes and all.
Oh, yeah. Yep, let me do that right
I
now.
have to send some emails out.
There you go.
Thanks.
All right. On the natural gas, we're looking for an up close here, but we didn't get the up close. All right. All right. Is anybody in here for the first time on their trial? For the first time today? Anyone? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to show you what the trade setups are in a little while. Okay. My goal is to get in here and make my, well, get my goal for the day, and then you can watch me trade while I do that. But I do want to, I want to show you how to do this. Where did that DOM show up? There it is. I knew I had lost my soybean DOM. Here, it was way over there. Oops. How did I do that? And how do I undo it? I guess that's how.
All rise. Hey, what's up?
Hey, dude.
That was good.
Verticus.
Thought it was in, thought it was in court for a second. And fell asleep.
So
Sure.
that email, Bert, the answer
Really
was
wasn't
that yes, no, or leave me alone. I couldn't quite sure what you meant.
Better off the office temp does it, in my opinion.
Okay.
On crew,
Yeah,
the
that's
down
cool.
close here on crew to be a
Okay.
short trade.
Well, can you light a fire under her today, or?
Yeah. Today will be bad because
Oh yeah.
nailed with snow.
Okay, I understand.
But tomorrow for sure.
Okay, I'm just teasing. Okay. I mean, not kind of, you know.
I know, I'm with you.
Okay. You just shorted crude here, guys. You see at 48.88. We're looking for a down close below the MA1 or 4 ticks profit, whichever happens first. Or our stop is 8 ticks away. Whichever happens first.
Been on the phone with Jorge. Jorge, if you have any questions about the things we talked about, bring them up here and let Michael show you, okay?
There's 4 ticks profit. Stop at break even. Now I'm going to lock in a couple of ticks right here because we're down at dynamic support. So it could bounce up off of dynamic support right here. I'd rather see it just go right through it.
And that's one of his
Nice
questions.
swing up. About dynamic support and resistance and how to use them.
Well, you want to know how far once we trade through them, you consider it like broken. You know, how we talk about
Oh,
broken
okay.
support, broken resistance.
Yep.
I told him to go with the 4-tick rule for now.
Yeah, I like to see a full body underneath it. You know, that's what I like to see. I'm out with a couple of ticks on that, guys. By the way, you saw it take me out right there. A couple of ticks profit. All right, over there.
Okay, did you already take care of Steve C?
Yes, I did Steve C and one other one, David.
Yeah, I did David, and I was just getting, I did David as well.
Okay. Yes, I got him.
Keith K, what is your problem? Let me see.
Cliff K. I don't know what that means, Cliff K.
Keith.
No, Cliff K put a message in the box.
Oh.
Cliff did. Alright, sorry guys. I just looked away for a second and I missed another short right here. Now this would be broken support right here. Okay, Jorge, this is broken support. And the entry would have been that bar right there. Alright, over here on gold, sorry, I'm missing it again. Could have been long right there at 69.8. Okay. I just got long at 69.9 on the gold. Alright. Stop is 8 ticks away. Every trade we put on, guys, the stop is always going to be 8 ticks. Alright? Every trade we put on, the stop will be 8 ticks. As far as risk management goes, when I get 4 ticks profit in a trade, or a close on the other side of the MA1. The MA1 is this red and blue line right here on price. If I get a close on the other side of the MA1 or 4 ticks profit in a trade, I'll move my stop to break even. Okay. Then as price starts to move, I'll trail it behind the black step line or the MA1, whichever is closest to price, until the green line down here gets up into the cycle. When the green line gets up into the cycle, then I'll trail it right behind price. Because what we anticipate when you have divergence between this green line, when you have divergence between that green line and the cycle, stop out yet. Now my stop's down to 69.1. When you have divergence between this green line and the cycle, what you anticipate is that the green line is going to turn up and go up into the cycle. Okay, now I stopped out. Alright, so I just lost 8 ticks on gold.
Take a breather, read the box. Now,
That is true.
okay, well, I didn't send the normal invites because of that email I sent you.
This.
You see that? There's 2 names you gave me, and a third one you could remember.
Oh.
And I stared at my Ouija board all weekend, and I got nothing.
There were 3 names that I gave you.
Yeah, on Friday you said
There
that
were 3 that I gave you
one,
and 1 that I
and
couldn't
the
remember.
other one, and then the one you couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, let me,
Because I need to send those invitations out right now, because people like Keith, they're banging on the door going, "Let me in!"
well, go ahead and send them because, you know, these guys, they shouldn't be affected.
Okay. I just didn't want to mess you up.
Nope.
All right.
Should be good.
And I, Trade Titan, shall swing into action.
Excellent. Excellent. All right.
Hey,
so,
Bert, you think they could
Stop.
put our ad any further down on that page? I mean,
Natural gas.
Our page?
I'm just
That
kidding.
down close right there, 641 on gas is a short trade. That is a
I just
momentum
think if they could bump it down like one or two more lines, that would put us on top.
You mean so?
I'm teasing,
rolls
man.
over.
I'm just teasing.
All right.
Monday morning for me.
That is a momentum short trade here on natural gas, guys, so I'm going to throw my stop at break even right away. All right, and now I'm out at break even. All
Bert,
right,
you
this is
might-
over here on the Russell.
I normally set Mike up, but I set you up today. You may get a lot of calls for people pleading their case to get another shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? I'll
Just make stuff up. That's
yeah,
what we
I'll bring
do.
it up.
61.6 down to 61.2 over here on the Russell. That down close right there was another short trade. Okay. It was a momentum short trade. It's going right down to the zone here. All right, it is at the zone.
Oh boy.
All right. Huh. The ES just had a short trade. I'll show it to you right here. It was this down close below the trend line here at 87.75. I don't trade the ES in here because they only have 5 DOMs.
Yeah, look at that real closely, what he just showed you, Jorge, because that's what Jorge really likes to trade.
Right here. This is the
Yeah.
momentum trade right here.
I told him I would spend some time with him later this week.
Okay. On which one? For the ES on NinjaTrader? Yes, that is correct, Jorge.
He can't seem to get that to work right, the RJ no gap thing.
Okay, we'll have to set up a meeting then.
Okay. And I just told him the truth. I didn't know.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not a ninja.
Ninja. Alright,
Wow.
on the ES. On the ES, you see it pulling back here. Now, a down close on this bar would be a short trade on the ES, right? 88.50 is the high, 87.50 would be the low. So a down close on this bar would be a short trade, and this would be pulling back up to broken support. So this is all that Dwayne was talking about. We've got a full bar down below the support line here. We've got 2 full bars down below the support line. Okay. On stuff that's on the CME, Jorge, that would be the ES, the YM, the NQ, your currencies, all the things on the CME with Ninja, you have to use the 3-tick range instead of a 4. It makes no sense. Yeah, I do, Jim. I can send that to you. 88.50 is the high on this on the ES now, so 87.50, a down close at 87.50 would be a short trade there. Okay, I'm going to slide that over to the side.
Come on. There we go. Bingo. It works like bloody magic. Okay. All right, those invites went out. I'll take care of Keith's specifically.
Okay. I'll do that later, James. Alright, so we have some divergence over here on the natural gas right now. Alright, we shorted back here, we ended up taking a break even on it, but it did make a nice move down. Right now we have this right here. It's got a high of 627, it's going to have a low of 623. Alright, that would be a momentum short trade. I'd really rather see it pull back more. On the crude oil, this bar right here, okay, not that bar. I was going to say that bar, if it closes up. Alright, 48.94 is low on this, 48.98 is the high. That's not going to be high enough. From 40, by that I mean it wouldn't be a close above the trend line. So from 48.98 you would want to look for it to get up to 49.02. Okay, but that's changing directions on us now. Are we trending on the soybeans? Well, we're in there. A down close on this bar on the soybeans would be a short trade. 62.75 is the high, 61.75 would be the low. So we're down close there at 61.75 would be a short trade. Okay. And back to the natural gas. We did get a pullback here. That's what we were looking for. Okay. That's what we were looking for.
Chat box.
Okay. No, and
Okay.
not a partner yet. Anyway.
Okay. Well, he asked for me specifically, so let me ring him up right now.
Okay. All right. We have. Oops. We're here on the gold, guys. 69.4 is the low on this. 69.8 would be the high. Back here on the crude, a down close below this. Not the crude, the natural gas. 629 is the high on this. 625 would be the low. Okay, 625 would be the low. Alright, on the crude, that up close right there at 49.10 is a long trade. Okay, a minute 49.11 on that. Alright, stop at break even. It was a momentum trade there. Sorry guys, I'm out of it at break even. But that was a momentum trade there on the crude. That's why I had to throw my stop at break even so fast. With a momentum trade, it was because it closed on the other side of the MA1. As soon as you get profit in it, you got to put your stop at break even and take your risk off. Okay. There's no trade here on the soybeans anymore, and the ES just gave a long trade from 1991 on the ES. Natural gas. Natural gas has that right there. And are we inside the zone here? No, we're right above the zone on the Russell. Okay. So currently I'm +2 on crude, -8 on gold. That's where I stand right now. 18 minutes into it. Okay. Okay. On the crude. We need a down close of this bar right there on crude, 48.99. There's my DOM. I'm in at 48.99. My stop is 8 ticks away. Okay, we're looking for the green line to turn down to get down into the cycle, or for it to stop us out like it just did. Okay, having a rough start today. And now it goes down after it stops me out. A down close of this bar would also be a short trade at 48.89. Okay. Went right down to dynamic support. Okay, there's a down close at 48.89 on the crude. Alright, that is a momentum trade, so as soon as you get any profit in the trade, you gotta move your stop to break even. Okay, so far we haven't had any profit in the trade. There it is, there's profit in the trade. I'm gonna lock in 10 ticks. 13, and I'm flat with 13 ticks. Okay. Alright, a down close at this bar. 79 is the high, 75 would be the low. So a down close there at 75 would be a short trade right there. Okay, that down close at 75 is a short trade on the crude. That is not a momentum trade, but we're still anticipating stop at break even. That is not a momentum trade, but we're still anticipating the green line is going to get down into the cycle here. Now it just took me out with 1 tick. Gosh darn, look at that thing go. Okay, let's see. I got short there. It's 74 actually, and it took me out with 1 tick right there. All right, well, we're going to keep trading it. It's going to keep going down. Gold has some good divergence here now. Okay, so an up close. An up close of this bar, 71.3 is the low. 71.7 would be the high on that gold. Okay, if it closes up there. And the crude pulled back. We need a down close below this trend line still on the crude. On the natural gas, we did get a down close below the trend line. It was also, wait a minute, I gotta move this, but it was also a momentum trade. I'm not in the gas. Okay. On the crude, there's the down close right there, and I'm not in that either. I wish I was. On that, and nothing here on the soybeans. On the ES, let's see. On the ES, it was a short a few minutes ago at 86.25. It's gone down 85.25, so I wouldn't go for that now. On the gold, there's a long trade right here. I'm in at 71.6 on the gold. Okay, I'm gonna throw my stop at break even, or just take myself out of the trade. It went up 4 ticks. That's why I did that. Okay, now you see how the cycle is going up pretty steep right here? See how steep the cycle is? You don't want to short against that. Okay. James, the RG range no gap. That's in here, I believe.
Is it true that the men with the undersized balls won that game they were playing yesterday?
It is true.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Well.
In the last 21 seconds. Well, they were up anyway. So they were winning, but there was a chance that they wouldn't. It was a good game, actually.
I missed it. I was in front of my computer working. Boys were down on the field working. I was upstairs at my desk working. God bless America.
Yep, it was all happening right outside your door.
You know, and I never even like went out over the weekend to see like, you know, crowds of strange looking people from Iowa or Idaho or Wisconsin or, you know, wherever they come from.
Boston.
Boston. No, I just, it's,
Right.
yeah.
I'm long 48.71 on the crude. This up close above the trend line. You never did, huh? You never left the house.
Gosh, we went to the organic produce place Saturday morning, but I guess not. Church, back home. Didn't even think about it really, that it was happening here.
All right, stop at break even on that crude. Actually, stop at +3 on the crude. All right, we're flat with 3 on the crude.
You get the goal yet today, or we running a little?
No, we're dragging. I had a couple of
Dragging,
losing
yeah.
trades, so I ended up
Well, that happens.
taking me a little longer than normal today. I'm having to work for it. 48.77 is low. 48.81 would be the high, and up close there at 48.81 would be a long trade on the crude. Okay, now it would be 48.80. Now it would be 48.79. It would be a momentum trade if it happened. Now it didn't happen. Okay. Oops. Let me close that and put that over there and this down here.
Gary, you're having a sound problem, which means you probably can't hear me. Okay.
All right. In the gold, I forgot. What did I get out of the gold trade over here? Do you guys remember? I think I got 3 ticks out of that.
What I'm going to put, guys, I'm putting something in the chat box for everyone's benefit. Okay. I'm going to put in the other one too that makes it a hyperlink. See, whenever you have a problem with the GoToWebinar software, Michael and I really don't have any control over that. But if you call, there's a toll-free number. One's toll-free and the other one's long distance. Okay. Well, anyway, you get my point. If you call them, the guys are very nice, and they have a policy they'll stay on the phone until they fix your problem. So you might be on hold a little bit, but write those numbers down someplace that I just put in the chat box, okay?
48.74 to 48.78 on the crude. Okay, and up close at 48.78 is a long trade right there. And I'm long on the crude at 48.78. Oops. Why is my stop there? My stop should be there.
But thank you, Frank. That's very kind of you to say.
Oops. Okay, well, we just stopped out of the crude. Gave 8 ticks back. All right, on the Russell here, guys, we are dropping through the weekly trading zone on the crude. Now I have to stop me out to the tick. It's moving up again. All right, after stopping me out to the tick. I hate it when it does that.
You saw where we closed on Friday, right?
Were we right up above the zone?
It was tug of war the last couple of hours. It ended up below.
All right. On the Russell. Wow. What is it? There's a news event right now, I'm sure. I don't know what it is, but I'll go find out.
Let's see, what's today? Monday. Is anything really big on Mondays?
10 o'clock. Factory orders just came out. Factory orders, IBD tip economic optimism. Those were the two news events for today. And they just came out. Okay, that sent the Russell reeling. And just waiting for a good opportunity to trade the Russell over here now. Okay.
Do you know where the trade alert numbers are?
I did not print it out this morning.
Okay, I just came downstairs for coffee, but somebody out there, Mike can tell you, somebody in the room. Ooh, that milk didn't smell good. Oh, no.
All right, that down close right there is a momentum short trade on the Russell.
Unbelievable.
Okay. If you did get into it, your stop should be a break even right now. If you didn't get into it, like me, then you should take your order off. All right, on the natural gas, it's pulling back to test the BBC right here. I'm going to draw a trend line that we don't really need one right now. Let's see. We're not trending on the soybean, so I'm not going to do anything there. And Herman, you got 5 full points on the ES. So it does work.
Good job, Herman. You know, you and I need to have another one of those one-on-one sessions. That last one really helped you a lot, and I'm thankful. And I want to do that again as soon as we can. Let me guess, wrong Herman.
No, that's the one that you did one with before, that you did a couple with
good.
before, and that I worked with before, and Bert worked with before.
You were a ginormous company when you got 2 Hermans. I mean, phew. All right, I'll leave you alone. Get your points.
All right. Yeah, we got nothing here on the Russell right at the moment. I was looking for an opportunity here on the natural gas and on the gold, but we didn't have any divergence on the gold. And on the Russell, on the natural gas, we needed an up close. Okay, we still need an up close, but the black step line's about to cross down below. So we're not going to have anything there. We didn't have any divergence over here on the gold, so we don't have anything there. And nothing on the Russell. Okay. All right, now we have some divergence on the gold. All right, We did finally get some divergence right here on the pullback, and then right there would have been the spot to go long. Right now, an up close of this bar, 74.5 is low, 74.9 would be the high. Okay, on that gold. We got a new month on the spreadsheet today. Alright, on the crude. Crude is tanking right here, and the Russell is also tanking. Okay, we had a cycle reset happen there on the Russell. I was looking for the up close over here on the gold, but we didn't get it. We got an up close right in there. That's a momentum long trade there on the gold. Okay. Over here on the Russell, a down close of this bar right there would be a short trade. Yeah, that was back here at 50.2. I'm short at 50 is where I got slipped into. Stop at break even on that. Okay, and I'm flat.
The alert price on the Russell was 60, 1160 on the short side.
All right.
But you got to roll it down
1160.
one, so 1159.90.
Okay. Well, that was
I
wild.
don't know, for the type of work you do, maybe you don't have to do that.
Why did I buy crude when the slingshot was red? Alex, why did I buy crude back here? This one that stopped out? It's the close above the trend line. If the cycle is the wrong color, the close above the trend line is where I would go long. Okay. It's not a bounce off the BBC. When you trade a bounce off the BBC, the cycle's got to be the right color. Okay, like back here. I had already traded this, so I was in this when it bounced off the BBC. But this would be your typical bounce off the BBC type trade right here. Okay, the up close right here, the cycle was the right color. No, my charts are not frozen, but does anybody have frozen charts right now? You know, these are live charts. Did it work? Did that help, Ray?
Where's my... Hey, Bert,
Okay.
are you there?
48.55 long trade here on crude. 48.55 long.
Watch your phone for a second, sir.
All right.
All right, 48.55 long trade here on crude. We're looking for the green line to turn up and get up into the cycle here. We should put in a higher swing as it does. Okay, as that green line turns up, we should put in a higher swing. Oops, or it's just going to stop us out like that. Man, I'm having a hard time getting my points today. We'll get them, though. We'll get them. Let's see. On the gold, this down close right here on gold, it's 73.9. Actually, this one right here, it's 73.9 was a short trade on your gold chart. Okay, it's too late to get into it now. Yeah, but apparently there's some real problems in the demo.
Yeah, there are. I can vouch for it. I got one up and running. And Bert posted the number. Guys,
Yeah.
if every one of us in here right now calls, takes 2 minutes and calls that number, I bet you we get something fixed. So did you get my text message, Bert?
Yes, and yes. Just send it to me directly.
Okay. No big issue. I mean, so just, I'm just very sensitive that way.
All right.
The damn girl. Oh, Michael's on.
Just looking around here, guys. This right here was a shorting opportunity on the gold right over here. Okay, stop should have been to break even on that if you got it. We didn't have any divergence here on the crude. These markets are just messy today so far. All right, on crude, down close of that bar right there, 48.32 is a short trade there. Okay. Stop should go to break even on that if you get into it. Let me draw the trend line for you. Okay, see that down close right there at 48.32 was a spot to short it. All right, I'm in at 48.31. Locking in 6 ticks profit right there. And I'm flat with 6 ticks profit. Okay. Again, we're looking for a down close below the trend line here on crude oil. Okay, we got a high of 48.33. We'll be looking for a down close at 48.29. That's not going to be low enough. 48.29 is not going to be low enough. The down close of this bar at 48.25 would be low enough. Okay, so we're looking for the green line to get down into the cycle right here. That's what we're looking for. We want to see that green line get down into the cycle. And on the gold, we have bearish divergence and we're trading above the BBC. That's indicative of a cycle reset. Okay, and the crude just stopped us out. Black step line crossing under beans MA1 invalidated any longs. It's not the black step line crossing under the MA1, Russia. It's black step line crossing under the BBC. Okay, the thing that stopped me from going long over here on the soybeans was that it's not trending. Okay. That's the thing that stopped me. All right.
know you're in a bad neighborhood when you order your meal and say, could I get a Coke with that, please? And the lady behind the counter says, no Coke, only meth. Oh.
You slay me. Okay, natural gas is pulled all the way back up to test the BBC. It's got a high of 628 and I have low of 624. I'm not in love with this trade here because the cycle's not really trending. Okay, now it's got a high of 629 and now the cycle's going to turn blue. So we're not going to do anything with natural gas. None of these markets are trending right now. $626 right here. I didn't take it because of the way the cycle's flat right here at the bias line. There's just nothing to trade right here, right at the moment. Can you use a bigger time frame? You can. The bigger time frame will require more risk. That's the only thing, Alex. Okay. All right. We have a high of 48.19. A low right there at 48.15 on crude would be a short trade. I'm not in it, obviously. My cursor's over here. See it. Yeah, Alex, the reason we use 8 ticks risk, all these bars are 4 tick range bars, so every bar is the same size. 8 ticks is 2 bar lengths. Okay, 8 ticks is 2 bar lengths.
Hey Jim, what are you trading? Anything one thing in particular, or a couple different things, or?
The advantage of using range bars, the question was asked, what's the advantage of using range bars over um, volume bars or tick bars? With the range bar, if I know where the top is, I know where the bottom is going to be. Every range bar closes either at the top or the bottom of the bar. So all you have to do is like look at this bar right here and say, all right, okay, not that bar. Let's do the next bar. When you hear me giving out numbers like this, I say, all right, we just hit the BBC at 48.16. This bar is going to close down at 48.12. If it's going to close down, it's going to be down at 48.12. And so that's a short trade right there at 48.12. Okay? And I just jumped in at 48.11. I'm just going to lock in 3 ticks on that. And I'm out with 3 ticks profit. Okay? Because I know where the top is, I know where the bottom's going to be. That's the advantage of using range bars. Okay. Like over here on gold right now. Gold is starting to pull back. We could have shorted right in here, right there. It was a momentum short trade going right into dynamic support. We got down below dynamic support here. We could have shorted again right here. Another momentum short trade. Actually, let me draw the trend line. I think it's from a bar earlier. Oops. Yeah, it is from a bar earlier. Could have shorted again from right in here. What time is it? 10:22. All right. All right, guys. We got to get our points now. All right. We're down, right now we're down 4 on crude and down 5 on gold. So we're down 9 ticks. So we need to get 19 ticks quickly. All right, a down close over here on the gold would be a short trade. 72.2 is the high. 71.8 would be the low. That would be a close below the trend line. Now 72.4 is the high. 72 would be the low. Okay, a down close at 72 would be a short trade. All right, it closed up, not down, so now I got to draw the trend line using that wick. Okay, so we're looking for a close below this trend line. Okay, guys? Six ticks instead of 4. The stop, no, your stop should be 8 ticks, Jorge. It should be 8 ticks. You're talking about on the ES on Ninja? Stop should be 8 ticks. Okay. All right, on the gold now, guys. We're still looking for a down close below this trend line right here. Still looking for that. Okay, on the crude and up close over here. 48.12 is the low, 48.16 would be the high. No deal there on the crude. Alright, 72.5 is the high of this bar, 72.1 would be the low. 72.1 would be the low on the gold. Alright, so a down close at 72.1 would be a short trade on the gold. We need a down close right there. Okay, we did not get the down close on the gold. We got an up close. And now a down close over here on the gold would be a short trade. 72.2 is the high. 71.8 would be the low. Okay, so a down close at 71.8 would be a short trade. That's on the gold. On the soybeans, there's a momentum long trade from right here at 65 that I'm not in. Okay, there's the down close on the gold. That's a momentum short trade. It's 71.8. If you get any profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even right away on that. Okay, stop should go to break even right away on that. I'm in at 71.7 and my stop is at break even. Okay, plus a couple more. My stop is at +7 right now, and I'm out with 9. Okay. That's from right there down to there. Okay. Again, we need to close below the trend line. It would also be a momentum trade because it would be a close below the MA1 as well. Okay. In gold, I did not take the short in the green line because the slingshot was blue. That is correct. We needed to close below the trend line because the slingshot was blue. Alright, this trend line needed to be redrawn. It would have gone like this. That's why I was looking for this down close. Okay, now on this one right here, 71.2 is the high. 70.8 would be the low. Now 71.3 is the high. 70.9 would be the low.
Bert, let me ask Michael. I know he's busy, but this question keeps popping up, and I don't seem to, I can't discern the right answer.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask the all-knowing, all-seeing Oracle.
But he doesn't come on until about 12:30, 12:45.
That's funny. Oh.
Soybeans has a momentum long trade here. It's 67.50. Stop should go to break even right away on that soybean trade, guys, because it's a momentum trade. Okay. Just gonna lock in 1 tick profit on that, and it should get up here to 69. All right, we're in at 67.50. I'm going to put a target up there at 69.50. Come on, get up there. Okay, so it took us out with a 1 tick profit. Yes, Dwayne?
Okay, because Bert's asking again.
A concierge.
Okay.
On the Russell, it pulled back and hit the BBC, but on the down close, the cycle went blue. So you would need to close below a trend line. The trend line is like that. So this down close right here was also below the MA1, so it would have been a momentum short trade. If you were in it, you should have moved your stop to break even and been out of it by now. I'm not in it. Just pointing it out. On the crude, this up close right here was the spot to get long. I'm sorry, I'm not in that. I was typing away a response. This right here is a momentum long trade on the crude at 48.39. Okay, again, it's a momentum trade, so as soon as you get any profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even on that. Okay, as soon as you get any profit at all in that trade, you got to move your stop to break even. This down close over, actually this down close over here on the Russell was the spot to get short. It was right there. All right. This up close rate, actually I gotta draw the trend line. I think it was back here. Yeah, this up close right here on gold was a long trade. 73.2 was the spot. Let's see, on crude, this down close right here at 48.12 was the spot. All right, if I were drawing a trend line, it would be like that. All right. This up close here on the Russell at 54.4 is a long trade at 54.4. Okay. It's a momentum long trade too, guys. Momentum long trade going right into dynamic resistance. I don't usually like to take the ones that going right into dynamic support or going right into dynamic resistance. The momentum trades. Okay. This up close here on gold would be a long trade. All right. So your stop on that momentum long trade, if you got in it, should be a break even. All right. Lock in 1 tick. Lock in 5 ticks. And I'm in at 54.5. 10 ticks. 15 ticks.
And he's into the end zone. But they just
Well,
spiked
I
the
got
ball.
15 ticks, but
No, still not
my
enough.
dom just hung up. But yeah, no, I got enough. I got enough.
You got
Okay,
enough?
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out with 15 right
I
there.
can ring the bell.
You can ring the bell.
God.
All right,
I got
that
like
took a long
40
time.
minutes to nap before I can.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm
10:38,
kidding.
so that took 68 minutes.
Oh.
68 minutes. And where are we now? We're up 15 on the Russell, we're up 1 on soybeans, 4 on gold, and we're down 4 on crude. So that's 162.50.
Somebody typed into the chat box yesterday during the radio show, how do I find the chat box? Huh. I found that very humorous. I don't know why.
5, 10, 15, 16, 17 trades. Wow, that took a long time.
Good job, Art.
Oops. Now we're at -4 on crude.
Guys, if you're on the free trial, anybody who's on the free trial, if you have not downloaded the platform and got the indicators up and running, you're cheating yourself out of a really good opportunity to see just how well these can perform in all markets around the clock. I know you may have another platform and you don't want to change. That's okay. You don't have to change. But at least for the week that you're on the trial, run the platform, run the indicators, then make a decision. And if you're on Ninja, it's just a matter of us making your indicators live for you.
Got a long here at 48.35 on the crude. Okay. Stop to break even. Lock in a couple of ticks. And we're flat with a couple of ticks.
I did say that out loud, right?
You did say that out loud.
And in English?
And in English.
Oh, I'm 2 for 2. Okay.
How many trades did I take? Oh, you know what? It depends, Karunikar. It depends how you do it. You'll get an email telling you the different options, okay?
This is how we do it.
Alright. I gotta show you guys the trade setup. I told you I would after I got my goal for the day, and I have now gotten my goal for the day. Alright. So, the trades, these are the 2 trade types that I take in here. Okay, these are not all you have. It did not have a view tab to add indicators like on the tutorial. The 5-minute chart was there. Jane, I'll show you what to do in just a moment. Okay. Let's see, I've taken a bunch of crude trades, though most of them didn't work out all that well today. I want to use crude to show you the actual trade setups. Okay, let me scroll back to one here. That is a long trade off the BBC. Here. Alright, step 1. Now, the things that we look at in here are the MA1, which is the red and blue line here on price, the BBC, which is the green line on price, the black step line, which is right in here, the cycle, which is down here in the slingshot, it's the red and blue line in the slingshot, and the green line down here in the slingshot. Okay. Alright. So step 1 is the MA1 crosses the BBC. Right here. That's a bullish cross of the BBC. That means we're going to start looking for long trades. When that crosses up over the BBC, we start looking for long trades. All right, that's step 1. Step 2 is price pulls at least 1 tick away from the BBC after the cross. You can see right in here after the cross, price had pulled away, and it also pulled away on this bar right here. Okay, but price pulled away after the cross right here. All right. Step 3 is price comes back down and touches the BBC. Now, in this particular bar, let's blow this up. Yeah, I guess it did. It touched it right here, but we didn't have divergence. So we had to wait for this touch right here. Okay, where it hit the BBC right there. That's step 3. Price pulls back and touches the BBC. Okay. And then for a long trade, the entry would be on the up close. Alright, so you got to have an up close after it touches the BBC. It doesn't have to be on the bar that touches the BBC. It's just got to be a bar after the BBC is touched. You got to have an up close before the black step line crosses below the BBC. Alright, now down here, this is step 4. The cycle has to be the right color. It's got to be blue for a long trade or red for a short trade. Blue for a long trade or red for a short trade. Okay, it has to be the right color. Alright. When I say divergence, you also have to have divergence. When I say divergence, what I mean is the green line has to have moved away from the cycle. Alright. For a long trade, you have to have bullish divergence, which means the cycle has to have crossed above the green line, like this right here. Okay, and you see how the cycle the green line had moved away from the cycle in here. So this is bullish divergence right here. Bullish divergence. What you anticipate, now you get your up close right here, you enter your trade, and what you anticipate is that the green line is going to turn up and work its way up into the cycle. And when it does, you will be putting in a higher swing, all right, closing above the prior swing high. It has to be a close above there, not just a wick. Okay. Like this bar right here closed up there as the green line got up into the cycle. Okay. You got to get a close up above the prior swing high. That's what you anticipate. All right. Because when the green line gets into the cycle like this, you anticipate that it's going to pull back and do it all over again. All right. And here it is doing it all over again. Okay. Now, in this case right here, you see how the cycle turned red? So in here, you would need a close above the trend line because the cycle turned red. It came down and it hit the BBC, but you see how it was red back here? Then you need to close above the trend line, and that is this side. All right. So you got to have a close above the trend line before the black step line crosses below the BBC. You see how it crossed below the BBC right here? So there was no trade in here because the black step line crossed. By the time you got an up close above the trend line, which was right here, the black step line had crossed below. Now, this side over here is when the cycle is the wrong color or price doesn't pull all the way back to the BBC. Okay, rules for using a trend line when the BBC is not touched on the pullback or the cycle is the wrong color. That's this side over here, this side, and that's this trade right here. We get a lot of these trades. Okay. As soon as price starts pulling back, you don't know that it's not going to hit the BBC. No, you don't know how far back it's going to pull. So you got to start drawing your trend line right away. Okay, you got to start drawing that trend line right away as soon as it starts pulling back. And what you're looking for is still going to have divergence here. Step 1 and 2 are the same. The MA1 has to cross, price has to pull away. But in this case, you draw the trend line down the tops or the bottoms, as the case may be. Let's find one on the bottom here, right over here. Okay, like that. Okay, Frank, right over here. Now you still got to have divergence, which we, right in here, we had nice divergence, okay, between the green line and the cycle. On the up close is where you would enter. I entered on the up close, and in this case it was a momentum trade because the up close happened to be above the MA1 as well. All right. Okay. Trailing your stop is the same thing. Stop to break even after 4 ticks profit, or close on the other side of the MA1. All that is the same. So those are the trade setups. Okay? Those are the trade setups. That's all there is to it. Any questions about all that?
Give this some thought, guys. What he just showed you, and I don't know, maybe it took 10 minutes. With what he just showed you, you can go out and trade any market. From cotton to corn to soybeans to the S&P to the Russell to the Dow. Have you ever seen that before where you could use one, or would you show 2 setups? You showed the 2 setups?
Yeah, I showed them both. Yes,
Yeah.
I showed them both.
And so those 2 setups, you can trade any market. You have to buy any more books, courses, seminars, DVDs. That right there will do it. You got to practice. You got to get good at it. Got to be quick. Not saying it's easy. I'm saying we found a way to make it simple.
Yes. It's not easy, but it can be simple. Like right here, you see how we had the bearish cross? It came back up, it hit the BBC, it closed down. We have bearish divergence and a red cycle. Bearish divergence and a red cycle down there.
And And to those who would think, well, that's a young man's game, I can't move as fast as he does. Well, number one, he's a lot older than you think, and number two, not only do you not have to, we don't expect you to or want you to. He's monitoring 6 markets for the benefit of all the people around the world. You only need to focus on 2, at the most 3 markets. Okay. Now, if you're just trading the alerts, it's a little different scenario, because what Michael's doing, he's going out and aggressively pursuing opportunity. With the trade alerts, we identify the opportunity the night before, and then we just sit back and wait for the trade to come to us. This is completely different, okay? This is getting in and getting it done. Going out and seeking out the opportunity, finding it as it sets up, entering it. And you always know where to enter. There's never any ambiguity. From Brooklyn to Bangladesh, everybody has the exact same entry price. Do you guys understand that? If you have any questions, please ask. Only Michael, Bert, and I can see what you type in the box.
Like right here on soybeans is a short trade at 66.50. Okay. You see how we had the bearish cross, price pulled away, came back up, hit the BBC, gave a down close, bearish divergence, and a red cycle. So there's a short trade right here on the down close at 66.5. Okay. Over here on gold right now, we had a pullback and a down close right there at 1273.3. Over here on the Russell, 57.4 is the low, 57.8 will be the high. 57.4 is the low, 57.8 would be the high on that. Okay, so an up close at 57.8 on the Russell would be a long trade. Divergence is the wrong way over here. Those 2 setups on a recording to watch over and over. They are, Jane. An email was sent to you this morning that said, please watch these videos. They're in the videos down at the bottom.
Please watch them.
Yeah, at the bottom of, I even say please in the subject
Or
line.
we'll shoot this dog.
There.
Do you guys remember that old Mad magazine cover?
No.
Wouldn't fly these days. You don't remember it, Michael?
I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, there's a little doggy, and all you can see is a hand holding a pistol up to the dog's head, and the cover says, "Buy this magazine, or we'll shoot this dog." And people went nuts even before PETA was in existence. It was in poor taste, I admit.
Okay, I just took a break even on the Russell long trade. All right, I was in up here at 0.9. We had to close above the MA1, so I got out of it. You see the soybean trade from 66.50. I'm looking for 4 ticks profit right there to move my stop to break even.
Oh. Do you have a Google browser handy?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just type in "buy this magazine" and see what pops up. That's all. Just buy this magazine and then see what it suggests.
Yep.
See, you thought I made it up. You thought I was
You made it up.
National Lampoon, that's who it was.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't fly very well.
No.
With most people.
Well, we were in high school. We thought it was funny, you know. But
come on, yes it is.
we were not in our right minds. We couldn't find our left mind. Okay. The alerts guys that went out Thursday night and we traded them all day Friday, those alerts have been posted on the Google Plus page in their entirety. And I even did a little bit of explaining, just a wee bit, for people that might be new.
Alright. What time is it now? 10:55. Okay guys, it's 10:55. Currently we're -2 on crude, +4 on gold, +1 on beans, and +15 on the Russell. It's been a rough day trading so far.
Yep. It has indeed.
These markets have just not been following through.
Well, people still got their mind on that game. People flying home.
Actually, there's a huge snowstorm in New England again.
Where did they play the game? Oh, in Phoenix. I'm sorry.
Phoenix, you really don't pay attention to sports.
I really don't pay. I don't pay attention to myself. I mean, come on. Uh-huh.
All right, this
The
down
other
close.
day, the other day, my wife goes, "Are you listening to me?" And I go, "I don't even listen to myself. Come on, leave me alone."
I don't even listen to all the things in my head. all the voices in my head. You just stop talking, please.
They've gotten real
soybeans
good about
breaking.
taking turns. So
Have they? Stop
Yeah.
interrupting each other and stuff?
exactly.
That's good. On crude, there is our trend line.
The other day, I said, if you guys don't shut up, they got 37 flavors here. And if you guys don't, we're not going to get none. I'm going to walk away and there'll be no ice cream for anybody. Boy, they got in line so quick.
They wanted some ice cream, huh?
Oh, yeah. They all did, but they just couldn't agree on the flavor. So,
All right.
I pulled rank because I'm the only one with legs, so.
Yeah. All right. Is there a link for the trade setup page that I showed earlier? I'm going to send it to you, Brandon. But you know what I can do? I'll put it up here for you. In your upper right-hand corner, unless you're on a Mac, in the upper right-hand corner there should be a little camera. If you have your screen maximized, there might not be a camera, but you can hit that and the camera will show up. Okay, you can take a picture of this. Is any one of these S&P EE Mini? This is S&P. Okay. This one right here is the S&P. Right. I'll show you the S&P in a minute, okay? Come on. Here we run the oil fluctuation affecting other markets. Well, yeah, it is. Everyone, but I'm gonna close this now because we had a short trade here from right there on gold. We want to see that move down. On the Russell, it's pulling back. Oops, where's my cursor? Here it is. On the Russell, it's pulling back. So we got a high of 55.4. We're going to have a low of 55. Now we got a high of 55.5. We're going to have a low of 55.1. $55.5, we've got a low of 55.1. And now it's going up. No, Bert. Neither.
I spoke to that person on the phone 2 nights ago.
55.5, we're going to have a low of 55.1. Got a high of 55.5, we're going to have a low of 55.1.
He wants to when he gets
Okay.
things squared away here in a couple months.
Alright, and we ended up break even on the soybean trade. Put that on there. A down close of this bar right here, 56.1 down to 55.7 would be a short trade on the Russell. Okay. Alright, that down close right there at 55.7 is a short trade on the Russell. Alright, stop to break even. Stop to +4. Oops, out at +6. Alright, now, going back to my rules, guys, right, we had bearish cross right here, price pulled away, price came back up, hit the BBC and gave a down close with bearish divergence and a red cycle. Alright, so we expect the green line to get down into the cycle, and when it does, it should put in a lower swing. It should get below 54.7. Okay. Okay, I said I was going to show you, I'm honest, I was going to show you the ES. So let's just take a look at the ES today. Just wanted to see where we had. Okay, so we're, let me just draw in these. Just give me a second. Weekly trading zones on the ES. Alright, so on the ES this morning, starting out here at 9:30, we had identified one short trade in here, one long trade in here. Both of them went just a little ways. Those are just the two trades that we had identified. Let's see, there was another short trade right in here. Okay, another short trade, momentum trade right there. Another short trade right there. Okay, and then the cycle changed and we're looking to change directions. So we had cycle going down too steep right there. It got pretty choppy in here. Alright, it was going to give a short trade in here, but the black step line crossed up above, so there was nothing there. Had a long trade in there. And that was it. That was it on the ES. Okay, so right now on the ES, it is about to give us some bullish divergence here. Okay, it just doesn't give that many trade setups, Alex. That's why I can only have 5 DOMs open, and so I have 5 DOMs open for things that give good trade setups or give frequent trade setups. Gold right now, I'm throwing my stop at break even. I went short back here on the gold. Okay, on that down close back there, and I just realized just now that it's giving me some profit. So I'll put my stop at +1 tick on the gold. Okay. The Russell just went up into its weekly trading zone. Alright, and I'm flat with the one tick on the gold. That was because I shut my mic off then. Alright, on the gold. 72.5 is the high, 72.1 would be the low. 72.5 is the high, 72.1 would be the low.
It's almost Groundhog Day. That's all I care about.
It is Groundhog Day, isn't it?
Oh,
Wasn't yesterday
was-
Groundhog Day?
I was just making a joke, and I didn't know my mic was open.
72.5.
I don't know.
72.5 is the high, 72.1 would be the low over there on the gold. All right, a down close there at 72.1 would be a short trade on the gold. But isn't today Groundhog Day? It was yesterday.
Some smart fellow with a calendar in the trading room will tell you momentarily. So good. No way.
All right, we need a down close on this bar on gold. 72.2 is the high, 71.8 will be the low. All right, there's the down close at 71.8. That is a momentum short trade on the gold. All right, as soon as you get profit in the trade, you got to throw your stop at break even on that. Okay, like now.
And the S&P just gave up another 2-point winner on the alerts, for
Awesome.
what it's worth.
Okay, on the gold, my stop's at break even, guys. I'm in at 71.7. Stop at +2. And I'm flat with +2. You have to know that we're going to have 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks of winter. Today is Groundhog Day. Okay. What's the weather like there right now? Hell. I know. I know my kids got the day off of school. Really, 30, 40 mile per hour winds? Wow. Sucks to be living there. 71.8 is the high, 71.4 would be the low. A down close on gold at 71.4 would be a short trade.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, that down close right there at 71.6 is a short trade on the gold. Okay, I'm not in it at the time. I just noticed it. Sorry. And soybeans. Pulling back. Alright guys, it's 11:15. We got about 10 minutes left in here. Does anybody have any questions that I haven't answered? They scroll up out of you guys, so if you have any questions that I haven't answered, just please type them in again. Just cut and paste it, and I will answer your questions for you. Okay.
If you're relatively new to the trading scene, so to speak, and you don't really understand the difference between trading one contract and 2 or 5 or 10, when Michael makes $100 with one contract, over time you use your profits to add additional contracts, so that when you add 2 contracts, that exact same trade now pays $200 or costs you $200 if you are on the wrong side of it. And so at 10 contracts, which you should add slowly over time, one by one, never increase by more than one at a time, a $100 trade becomes a $1,000 trade without having to get more points. Our philosophy is not more points, but more contracts, but the contracts must be paid for with profits you earn in the market. Not an IDA, not the 401k. It's very important. In fact, I wrote a thing out last night, and I asked someone, I mathematically challenged the group to tell me, if you followed all of our rules, how long it would take to blow up a $5,000 account. And when I did it, when I ran the numbers on my calculator, it said less time than it would actually take to learn how to trade the CFRN way. That's what my calculator said. Okay, tough room. Mike, either your mic is off or mine is.
Oops, my mic was off. My mic was off. I said, okay, Bill, I'll go out and do that for you. It's just going to take me a few minutes here. All right. Dwayne, little message for you. Well, I'm going out to take care of that thing for Bill.
Boy, I am way behind in getting things recapped. Let's see.
Just active.
Okay, here we are. Nope. Nope. There we are. Okay, on the S&P 500 E-mini futures, All rise for the reading of the tape. We have a stop out, followed by 7-tick move, 5-tick move. We move our stop to break even at 4 ticks on all trades, and so 5 is about the same as a break even, except you do have the option of locking in 1 tick to cover your commissions. Okay, break even, 8 ticks, that's 2 points. That's our entire daily goal. 8 plus 5, 8 plus, which I forgot to mark. Okay. And there's another 8. And there's another 8. And another stop out, another break even, another 8. Break even, stop out, 8. And then we make a move on the short side and we get 8. And then we pop back up, get another 8 on the short side. Stop out on the short side. We head back to the long side, get a stop out, a plus 8, and we got nothing right now. We could end up with another stop out if this thing doesn't move in our favor. Oh, I take that back. It already stopped out. Sure did.
You don't
By 1
understand how to
tick.
place the limit orders.
To the tick. You rascal.
Alright, the ES is pulling back right now for another shorting opportunity, possibly right here. Alright, you would look for a down close of the current bar on the ES for a short. Okay. On the soybeans, this is what we're looking at here on the beans. On this, on the crude, this up close right over there would have been a long trade. Nothing there. And over here, the Russell went down to its weekly trading zone again. Alright.
S&P is trying to go for another 2 points right now. It needs to get up to 55 1/4. And it's at 94. It didn't even give me a chance to get my stop to break even. It's not over yet.
Alright. It's 11:23, guys. We're going to be wrapping it up here in a few minutes. Looking at some of the questions here. Esteban, you wanted help with Ninja, right? I'll send you all the information you need for Ninja. I don't know how to place the orders the same way on Ninja. I know how to do it on DT Pro, but I don't know how to do it on Ninja. Okay. Placing buy stops and sell stops. It's probably similar. You probably right click instead of left click where you want it to be. And Aman, it depends on, yeah, I mean, we don't know what any of the markets are going to do from day to day. So, you know, we trade what's in front of us. That's it. You know, today was a crappy day. We're up, I don't know. What are we up? That'll make that 50, 260, 270.
Oh, I see how you got around that
270,
4-letter rule. Okay.
We're up 272.50 right now. Okay, on the day. But we had a horrible time getting there.
Yeah, we did.
You know, it took us 68 minutes and 17.
But you did good, man. I mean, you still got the job done. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
And you did it inside of 2 hours. Inside of an hour, right?
Just over an hour. 68 minutes.
Just over an hour.
Yep.
God, how many people in the world wish they could work an hour a day?
I know. I know. But we work for 2, and then we do the radio show in the next session, which I'm about to tell you about. No, I'm
And
just
then
going to
I
wrap
really
it up.
go to work.
All right, here we go. Today is 2 February. In the soybeans today, we got 1 tick profit. In the Russell today, we got 21 ticks profit. In gas today, we got nothing. In crude oil today, we lost 2 ticks. And in gold today, we made 7 ticks. Alright, so we're at 272.50. Today, it took us 68 minutes and 17 trades to get to our goal for the day. Total number of trades taken, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 trades. Alright, so this is the beginning of February, so it's a new month for us. Last month, is that right? 5,800? That's not right. Oh, I'm going to skip last month and we'll just start with this month. Okay, we'll just start with this month because last month we were over 6,000. I knew that. I think I partially filled this out during the room. I'm not sure though. I thought we were over 6,000 last month, weren't we? Anyway. This month. This is... Here, I'll go through a few things for you. Last month, what I have shown here is $5,800 last month, but I thought we made more than that. I thought we were over 6,000. I thought we're actually over our monthly average. We got up over 6,700 last month, I thought. So I'm not sure that this is calculating right now. Yeah, let me just add 10. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, well, it says here last month we were up $5,815. I was almost sure we were up over that, but I'll check it out and see. I may have... it doesn't matter. That's what it says. That's what I'm going with until I get... Yeah, that's what I thought, Harold. We took 23 trades today. Okay, 23 trades total today. So we were up $272.50 per contract on 23 trades. Uh-oh, and I lost my my annual thing. Gosh darn it. Okay, I need to make a new spreadsheet. But we're up $272.50 so far in the month of February. Okay, last month we were up over 6,000, so I'll get into that later. Last year, our average monthly gain was 6,798. I think last month we were up about 6,800. But I'll figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, these were the monthly totals for all the year last year. This spreadsheet will be sent, well, not this one, the correct one will be sent to everyone who's on the trial today. This spreadsheet and that thing with the actual trade setups, this one, will be sent to everyone who's on the trial today with what it takes in an email that says, you know, here's the offer. Tell you what it takes to become a partner. Okay? So, net profit on the day, if you have an $8 round turn, you had $88.50. If you have a $5 round turn, you had $157.50. But the gross profit on the day was $272.50. Okay? And that is where we stand on the month so far.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
I guess, well, hang on.
So let me show you how to get into the next session. Okay, to get into the next session, you didn't answer my question, Dwayne. I typed it in the box, if you're near the box. You can answer it in the next session if you want to, or text it to me. To get into the
I'm
next
right here.
session.
I'm screaming a text message into my phone at my brother.
Okay. To get into the next session, guys, the next session starts at the top of the hour. What you need to do is scroll down on the right-hand side where it says click here and click there. And this is for everybody because it's a new month. Dwayne, is a new month out there right now?
I'm sorry, what?
No, the new month is not out there.
Nah,
never
I'll
mind.
go fix it. I apologize. Oh, you mean for the radio show?
Yeah, for the
Gosh,
radio show.
I completely forgot. I'll go
Right.
take care of it right now.
Well, I'll just go out here and I'll get the actual link for everybody. Upcoming webinars.
There you
This
go.
one. Share. Copy. Registration link. Okay, this link that I'm putting in here for you guys. Last month, thanks Harold. Last month we grossed 6,835. Thanks Harold. I got to get the right spreadsheet for that.
But
This
Michael,
link right
that
here,
link's-
guys.
That link's no good.
The one that I just put in.
Well,
No. The one.
the RFN Live, E-Mini Trading Room.
Oh, sorry. I just gave you all the workshop link for last week. Oops. Forget
Yeah.
that.
See, I gotta go.
Oh,
I gotta go in and I gotta do the whole deal.
okay. Well, in a few minutes, guys.
Yeah, if you guys can hang tight, I'll have you a link here in just a minute. Okay.
In a few minutes. To do it, you'll just go over here in the right-hand side where it says click here and click there, and then scroll down here to where it says watch live now and click there. Okay, that link that I just pasted in there, that's not going to go anywhere. So you guys can just delete that link. Okay, or just forget
All
it.
that thing. It's CRM Public, Live Public Reading Broadcast. Okay. And then it stops at March 3rd of last year. Which, there has to be some reasoning behind how they do this. It's not in chronological order. Can you go in there and look and see if you see, oh no, it would have been December 1st. That's what it is. See, I was looking for, no, it would have been January. It would have been January 1st.
January 1st, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I guess because of the way it all played out, it didn't start until the 5th. So I found it. Because otherwise I have to copy all that junk over if I don't. Okay. Custom schedule, activities original wants. Okay. I'll have a link, guys, just a second.
Why is my spreadsheet off?
Okay, and then I got to make sure that I get Mike Reed's invitation in there because, and David's, they should, I don't know why those don't default.